Hey guys, Happy New Year. It's January 2022. If you're watching this after then happy whatever day it is. So we're going to continue with our Pick a Sick Wick e-commerce site, and today we're going to be building out the product pages and the teaser products, which these are the teasers. There'll also be an image component that we'll be adding, and then the product page itself, which looks like this. And then on next time we'll be connecting all the dots together using Snipcart, and you'll be able to add to basket and edit your basket, see what's in the basket and so on. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to create a product image file in our components. So product image.view. This is a pretty simple component. It basically takes the product as a prop and outputs its image within a div, and then we're going to just use Tailwind's aspect ratio helpers to make sure it's square. And then finally we'll use a computed property to generate the correct URL, and the URL that Strapi provides is a relative one, so we're just going to need to add in the API URL at the start. So let's do that. Just going to make it grey so that the image doesn't show we know it's a different colour. These are just the Tailwind classes that I was talking about. Create our product prop. That's going to be an object. So we're going to create our computed property to get the URL. Just the config API. So let's just get the URL of the image. Open up View DevTools. And then check what it is. Data. So we want to get the medium one. And this is the URL we want. So So that's the URL, just getting it from the attributes image, data, attributes formats, and the medium URL. Hope that'll be alright. And then we just want to make sure this is the image URL. And then let's add an alt as well for best practice. We'll just have that as the title. Let's make it lazy load. Oh, so now we're going to create the product teaser page, which will then use this image component in. So create a new file, call it product teaser. Well, if we look at the designs again, there's the image, the title, and the price. So let's do add the image. I'm gonna have a called product. Let's just go and add that quickly. Okay. And then we're going to want some classes on this as well. Add the transitions when you hover on it. Scale 105. And then we want the title, that's going to be heading. And H3 as the tag. The font style will be a H4. And that's going to be going to, that's going to be outputting the title. And then finally it's just the price. Do a P tag. Add a pound coin at the start. And some token classes again. So next we're going to create a single product page, and then this is going to have dynamic routing, which I'll show how we can use that. If we put it in a directory called products/ID, then that allows us to use Nuxt dynamic routing, like to create the dynamic pages for the URLs. And then in our component, we can get the current product ID from the root params. And then we can just use this to adjust our query to Strapi, so we can load it like each individual product. So let's go ahead and start doing that. create, in Pages, we create a directory called products and a page called ID, like this. So products /ID .view. So a container in this. And then within that, we're going to have a div which will have our image inside. And then pass product, which will be product data. Let's go get our data on that product now. So this is where we can get the current product ID using useroot. And then we're also going to want to update the quantity on this page. So let's just have a look at the designs again. So yeah, I want to be able to update that. So next we want to use the ID root parameter to construct our request to Strapi in the Nuxt use fetch hook. So we're going to do that for product. Wait, use fetch. Root params. Populate. Right, under here we want to get our title, the price, and then the description if there is one. So let's go ahead. Full width mobile, half width on desktop. I want to have a heading here. Product data attributes title. That will be P for the price. So this is going to be H2. The styling is going to be H1. Add some classes on here. Some margin. So underneath this we want the quantity input box. Type is going to be number. Add some margin. Minimum value is 1. Then we want the V model on there. Have flex on it. Cool. So next we just want to do some like related candles. Related products. This is gonna be a H3 and have the styling of a H3. Then on the Sick Wicks, that's going to be a H2 and have the styling of a H2. Let's product teaser, not image. Let's do a V4. Every product in the product data. Obviously, normally it'd be more specific to the product, so it'd be you wouldn't just list out all of the other products. It would be all candles that have this tag or something. But for the sakes of this, tutorial we'll just do a v4 on all the products. So we need to create a products const as well, so we don't need that. So v4 product in products.data, and the key will just be the ID. Oh yeah, so one missing step, my apologies, is this input field component. We've not added that yet, so we need to add that. It's quite a basic input field. It just has a few prop bindings. We'll go ahead and create that now. Add in our classes. Got a few classes on it here. So we're going to create some props, the type, the placeholder, and the modal value, which I'll explain in a second. Just going to quickly do that. So the most interesting bit of this component is the modal value. It will allow us to use the component using the vmodel syntax. And then if you notice in a minute, I'm going to add a change handler. So we want the type, that's going to be a string, then placeholder, also going to be a string, and then the modal value, which can be a string or a number. So that stops them erroring up here, and then we're going to add in the change handler. So this will update the parent's vmodel whenever the input changes. So that's quite handy. The final thing that we need to do in the teaser is wrap a Nuxt link around this so that so it clicks into the product. So that will just go like that. And then this is just going to go to products, products, and then product ID, class of group. For this all to work, we need to actually add in the product teasers onto the home page. So if we go to the home page, we'll add them here. So we'll create a new div. So under the all our candles are handmade, etc. So under there, create another div. Again, it's going to be a grid. Grid comes to get 12. So we're going to need another const with products. So let's get the products data. Use fetch m. And then we're just going to add pagination, and we're going to limit it to 4, just in case it's like ever gets to like 100. We only want the first 4 to show. Start at 0. Paginate. Oops. Okay, so if that all worked first time, I'll be amazed. So I found a problem. In the product image component, I hadn't added setup, which broke it. But other than that, ta-da! We've got product teasers. Okay. Oh, yes. So we need to add a slash in there. Then, yay! Sweet. Right, final thing, the image is huge, so something's not quite right there. So, oh, we haven't got our classes on our container to create the grid. There we go. It's still not quite right, so this is down there, and I've realised we need the add to basket button. So the reason that's not working is because this div needs to be inside this column. And then under here we'll just add a button. to basket. Next time we'll be adding on some classes to get Snipcart working, but for now that'd be fine. Yes, that's working. I can tell I'm still a bit rusty from the Christmas break, but hopefully we're there now. Cool, so that's that today. So to summarise, we've just got our teaser products coming out, some transitions on them. Also done our products pages, and then next week we're just going to put it all together, get Snipcart working and tie it all together. So thank you for watching again, and we'll be back very soon with the final piece of the puzzle. See you later.